The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from South Florida. Devon Achane to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Hey, 21 TA. Ready. Scat. Solo left Zion.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Minshew. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. The first run for Alexander Madison. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with Madison. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he's in! Gardner Minshew. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Tua now on 1st down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Tempo 3, kick. Ready.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That one brought in by Berrios. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Tua gives it to Mostert. And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. That's quickly out to Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Miami after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
20, TX.
Now Tua. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
21G.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Fellas, listen up. 32 stinger.
Here's 2. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Whoa.
Hill brought in motion. They snap it to Tua. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Durham Smythe. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Throwing on 2nd down is Minshew. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. On 1st down, here's Minshew. That's a short one, caught by Bowers.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To the air once more is Minshew. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
3rd and 2. And here's Minshew. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Turbo one, hard. Turbo one, hard. Set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Go ahead. Hey, turbo 2. Turbo 2. Turbo 2.
In motion, it's Waddle.
Out.
Throwing is Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw for Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darnay Holmes. And the Raiders are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Play action now with Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. Finding Terrace Marshall for the completion. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Raider first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Straight ahead, here's Madison. Woo! Room to run inside the 40. Down the sideline to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
44. Ready. Cover 2.
Back to throw is Tua. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those...
And they are not gonna catch him. He's in. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
20 TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And will bring this to about the 34-yard line. Divine Diablo there to make the play. 3rd and 6.
Hey, get set. Get on.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll go right and find his running back. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Go ahead.
Hill brought in motion. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Look wide, get this one complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
All right, come on.
That's caught by Smith on the right side.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Ready, son? Out.
Throwing again, it's Tua. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. First and 10.
All right. Scat.
Here's a handoff to Mostert. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. A run here with Mostert. And the offense are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Turbo 3, kick.
Ready. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Ready.
Now, 2nd and goal. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This is 1st and 10. Madison. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by the running back, Madison. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Madison. 1st down and more past midfield. They'll get a new set of downs. It's a gain of 19. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He's going to keep it himself. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. And in this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. They'll run. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds remaining in the game. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Right.
Hill brought in motion.
Ready, set.
One last throw here for Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Very
Hurts throwing right away. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. In motion right is Smith. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. To the sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Going to run with Madison again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Minshew. That's to Bowers once again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker from 3 yards out. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Past the 20. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 20. We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. are underway in Buffalo. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look out.
On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
What's that?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Look out.
Here's Cook again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
56, 56. What's that?
Cook up the gut. Shifts by him. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Left side, Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there, because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score. I
think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Look out!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here's Allen to throw it. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen going to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action, it's Minshew. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Minshew. For Marshall, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by Tucker. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. They'll run left with Abdullah. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Allen again. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try the middle with Cook. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Minshew sets to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Running from the shotgun with Madison. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, Abdullah. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
But give up the gun to Abdullah. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw it. Minshew.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Madison. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Jacoby Myers.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
To throw, it's Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know intercept.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Allen.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes him manageable now.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now Allen.
steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
To throw is Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
This ball intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane.
opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Minshew's going to throw here straight away. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. And they make the stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10 now. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Working quickly here. Throwing on first is Minshew. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll hand it to him again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now. Burrow. Escapes the pocket. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Burrow setting up the play action. He's on the move. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Poor positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Motioning the tight end now. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Here's Brown again. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Minshew working from the gun. And he just got rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there. Here's 2nd down. Makes the handoff. Now Minshew. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Minshew. He'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Minshew on 1st down. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. The ball is out! Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Whew, close call there. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend, and that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. From the shotgun, Minshew. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
3rd and short. Here's Minshew. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They snap it. Here's Minshew. He connects downfield on 4th. And he will get the first as they touch him down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders would take the lead with a score. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, Minshew. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. From the gun, a run for Madison. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Here's Madison again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This is taken in at the 13. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And the Raiders get there and take him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Stop. 11 MT, 11 Thomas. 12. 11. 12.
Throwing it just before halftime. He throws a bullet to the center. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. And his kick is good, and what a first half that was as we officially go into the locker rooms now, all tied up. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasize coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so, and maybe even take control of this game.
He fires one deep down the middle. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jack Jones has got it. And the Raiders will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the gun, Madison. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Offense up to the line fast. They'll go right back to Madison. And that's a huge Huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. Inside handoff goes to Madison. Scores! Touchdown, Las Vegas! The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's loaded another one up. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals tie us up 28-all. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's second and 11. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing here, Minshew. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Working quickly here. Throwing on first is Minshew. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So second down coming up. Sticking in the air with Minshew. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. To the ground with Madison. And he gets him around 6 there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. A dose of the hurry up offense here. Second and 4. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Minshew. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the fourth. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Madison. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. They go with Madison here. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. They give now to Madison. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a fourth quarter lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now, Burrow. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Need to throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He's back to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. A handoff for Madison, running left. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders leading by 7. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the give to Madison. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. They give it to Madison. And he'll get them enough for a first down. They've got to keep moving quick here. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. They'll run. This is Madison. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41. Burrow from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. McPherson at the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. It all comes down to this, partner. 30 seconds left down to score. They have to get this football back. And the Raiders able to cover up the onside try. That seals up this game. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running right, it's Madison. And he's brought down for a loss. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. They're now set for first and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.